bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. 15 Gator. Hey, come on, come on. Hey, let's go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Got it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
8, read. Hey, wahoo! Hey, check my 33. Check the good.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they? Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check 25. 24.
Banjo.
24.
That's it.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Hey, 31!
Shoot! Joker. Check. Motion out of the backfield. He's coming. Double up.
Let's go!
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three. I got it.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the run, it's Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Christian Travis. Get it.
Looking to throw it, Minshew, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Five. I can't believe they even hit it.
Here's Minshew. Stepping up, he's good. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. 7-7, our score after 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, watch this. Hey, TV5, watch Twits. Check 99. Watch out.
Watson with a give to Miller. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Set 19. 44. Coming this way. Here we go. Put the boys down, he's coming. Hey, alert 3. Hey, 31. Spoke balls to Mike. Mike spoke balls. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Charlie. 5.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Minshew sets to throw. Caught by Allen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now Minshew. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee.
The 2nd down pass.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Check 26, Chopper! Snap!
They'll try to throw forward with Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On the draw, this is Fournette. Oh, he bowls over it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second and 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. You draw quarter.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
13 yards on the play. That's another Texans.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Again, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike.
To the air yet again, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
motion man. You got motion man right. 59. 44. Mike, 44. Short. I'm going to run you. Go.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Alert 3. Hey, switch gears. 26. Off. Switch the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop. Let him go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It got his man complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
SOS. Slam. Kill.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Switch.
On second and 9, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, 31. Hey, no time to go.
To throw on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got Fuller. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Check 50, check 50. Play it, play it, play it, play it. Check 9, check 9. Rush in, rush in.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now.
Motion, motion, motion. In the car. Hey, alert, come on. 50, Mike, 50.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
You got tight right there.
Out of the gun, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette. Complete. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
60 or. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 37. Check 37. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. He's He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. It's a party now. It's a party now. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Get it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's got Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 2-jet bomber, 2-jet bomber.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Hey, box truck.
On 2nd and 9. Minshew. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Say.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Alert. Woo! 44 is the mic.
Now Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Motion. Check nickel. Check.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Watch the shit. Mike's 50. Let's go one more. 80 weapon. Check 4. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Mike 50. Let's go, D.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On 3rd down, Fournette. And we'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.